What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy, Brad Thomas, here with GoldBoys.com. And I'm going to talk a little Sunday night football with you. It's Indianapolis Colts at the Minnesota Vikings. Right now, the Vikings are a 5.5-point favorite, total set at 47.5. As always, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the spread. I think 5.5 may be a little bit too high. As we know, Vikings lost their starting left tackle. They bring in Cam Robinson to replace him. It's unsure if Cam Robinson is going to start. So I just couldn't imagine that they're just going to be dropping back with the amount of times that they do per game. And actually, it's a better thing that Anthony Richardson got benched for the Colts in terms of coverage rate, because Joe Flacco has come in. Yes, he might be 39 years old, but has come in and he's been phenomenal. He's thrown for over 750 yards in a 3-game span. Anthony Richardson, on the other hand, the team is just not good. My opinions and my thoughts of what they should do long term have no indication or reflection of my thoughts on this game singularly. I think you have to take the Colts plus 5.5 if you bet aside. But let's talk about the bet that I like. And I'm going to try to keep this one brief because I could probably go on and on and on. So I talked about them not really wanting to throw the ball, drop back as much if the pass protection is not going to be great. Whenever you're implementing a new left tackle, I don't care if they're the best left tackle in the world, there's still some timing, there's still some protection continuities that need to happen with the entire offensive line. You have to imagine this is like a chain moving together. When you replace one link, it might need to be worked in to make the chain move fluidly. That said, one thing they've been doing at a really high rate is running the ball. They've been running the ball with primarily Aaron Jones, 19 carries in his last game, 14 in the game before that, and 7 in the game before that. Why I highlighted the last 2 games was because against the Jets, where he had the 7 carries, he got hurt. When he played against the Detroit Lions, he was coming off of injury. Well, now when they played against the Rams, when he's fully healthy or almost fully healthy, 19 carries. Now the injury tag, the injury indication is off. He's full participant, which means he should get a bulk of carries. Even in situations where they, weren't in good spots, he carried the ball a ton, a la the Rams game. So I'm taking him over 16.5 carries. It's a lot. It's a lot. I know that, right? 14.5, 15.5 is probably the ideal number that you want to play. But in this situation, I think you absolutely have to. He's averaging 15 carries per game. And that's with the game where he got banged up and only had 7 carries. Another bet that I really like is going to be the over 69.5 or 72.5 rushing yards. I like both. It's different from everywhere. And remember that this show is brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. So make sure you go there, but also make sure you shop your lines. Aaron Jones has been running pretty well, right? He's hit this number in 4 out of the 6. And again, we have a couple of games where he got banged up or the script wasn't there. He played against a couple good run defenses, solid run defense against Green Bay Packers, 93 rush yards. He ran for 102 on the Houston Texans. But what's really cool about this, or what's really nice about this, is he's going to get the volume. They're favored by 5.5 points. They have the offensive line changes, which probably indicates they're going to run the ball at a higher rate. And they're playing against Indianapolis Colts. If you go look at defensive DVOA numbers that tell you rush yards, blah, 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 you say the Colts are not terrible. But if you just look at sheer numbers allowed to the running back position per game, they're the second worst in the NFL. They're allowing 123 rush yards per game. It's not like they are a team that's just getting absolutely dog walked every game. They actually have a winning record, and they haven't been in too many negative game scripts. So I think Aaron Jones can have a big game. I'm taking his rush yards and his rushing attempts. But before you guys go, I want you to make sure you smash that like button, rate, subscribe if you're listening, and ring the bell. When you ring the bell, it lets you know when we go live. It lets you know when we drop a new video. That way you can stay informed and you can be first to get the bets before the public moves them. As always, I'm Brad Thomas. I hope you have a fantastic Sunday night football. Make lots of money. Take care.